Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're making pizza packets. Into a jug, add 1.5 cups of warm water. Next we're adding a tablespoon of yeast, instant yeast. And to this we are going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to give this a quick mix, and then we're going to set it aside for about 3 to 5 minutes. In a food processor, I'm adding 3.5 cups of flour. This is a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix this. We're going to combine the yeast and water and oil to this flour mixture. You want to do it slowly, just a little bit at a time. Just keep adding it bit by bit until it's all combined. This makes a really nice dough. I've tried it by just adding it all to the food processor, but leaving that yeast to settle with the water and the oil really helps make it a just softer, more springier dough. Now you just want to continue to mix this until your dough forms a ball. As you can see, I added a bit too much in. Now you want to take your dough out with the food processor, and I put mine into a bowl with a damp tea towel on top. And I usually leave it for about 1 to 2 hours. But I always find the longer I leave it, the better it is. Okay, now we're mixing up. This is a mixture of tomato puree, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of water, some salt, pepper, and now I'm just adding some Italian seasoning to it. Here I'm just cutting the dough in half. While you're working on one half, put the other half back in the bowl with the tea towel over it, just to keep it moist so it doesn't dry out. I'm just rolling this into a cylinder shape. And I'm going to cut it into 4. Oops, I think I've already showed you this bit. Okay, here we are just going to roll out the dough. I usually like to roll them out into circles. And here I'm just adding the tomato sauce to the dough. And you could always add more. I don't like a lot of tomato sauce in my pizza pockets. I'm also adding a cheese sauce to this. If you want to try this cheese sauce, it's a homemade one, so I will link it at the end of this video. Adding a bit of chicken. You don't want to overfill these, less is more because it will spread out. Now I'm just grabbing the edges and pulling them together. And that's how I make my pizza pockets. You want to add these to an oven, gas mark 4, for around 30 minutes.